Hey YouTube, coming back at you with another Here in My Office. This is Here in My Office 62, I believe. Um, we're I just wanted to make a quick update video right before Christmas. It's Christmas Eve right now. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and I received an email from Citi. Last I spoke, I had to talk to Google and I had to talk to Citi. I had that call, but what happened with Citi is things got a little accelerated, which is great. They called me and they said, "Hey, can you meet with this guy and two other people all in a row?" It was starting at like 11 o'clock in the morning. Had one at 1 o'clock and then another person at 2 o'clock or something like that. So I met with everybody, and I guess as far as I thought, that was it. And this is for a job in Tampa, Florida, as an audit manager. It's basically a lateral move. It would get me back to where I was in 2018, where I used to work. And it's another very large bank. It's and I think it's a vice president level. So instead of assistant vice president, I'd be vice president. So for what that's worth. So I'm going for it, guys. But that means this house has to go up for sale and all that. But I'm getting ahead of myself because what happened was they approached me with an email today, the Monday before Christmas on Wednesday, and said they want me to interview with two more people. What's my availability after the holidays? So here we go again. So those three interviews I had that day, I guess that wasn't everything. But during one of those calls, the guy did say that he has a services and functions audit team. He's on the finance team, but the services and functions team might be more aligned to my background in human resources and third-party risk management. So maybe these are those people. I don't know. So I said to them, could we interview maybe like the week of January 6th? So just to give you a little time frame. So I'll be in suspense with Citi until the first week of January. Whereas I thought I was going to get an offer or get a rejection by then, now it's going to be more interviews, two more people, two 45-minute interviews. It's just getting tiring, guys, going through my experience and going through my resume so many times with so many different people and not getting anywhere with it. But Citi is one of the top choices for me. So I'm really happy that this is going the way it's went. I mean, and I've just come through the crushing defeat with Wells Fargo, where I went through all their rounds of interviews. I think the third round, and ended up having an in-person interview, a teleconference at their city, at their Wells Fargo location, and that backfired. Even though the meeting went really well, and I thought I sounded good, and I thought that I was ready for the position, but I guess somebody else beat me out of it. I don't know. That would have been the North Carolina move, Charlotte, North Carolina. But I'm more excited to move to Tampa. I'm kind of down with this. This sounds pretty nice. So that's what's going on, guys. And Google, I had my Google Hangout, which is really just another round of interview, and it was a one-on-one. And unfortunately, these companies, these tech, especially like Google, they want video conferencing, and I'm using my crappy computer it's probably 5 years old, and it didn't work. So I ended up having to call the guy on the phone. So I'm not going through the interview process the way I'd like to, because I don't know if we don't have enough bandwidth here, or it's my computer, or what the problem is. But it's a bit of a disappointment. And the Citi interviews that are pending now our video. And when I had my, oh, that's another thing. When I had my interviews that day with the 3 interviews in one day, the first video call worked fine. And then the second and the third one didn't work. And I had to call them. So, and I, the one guy, I was having a hard time understanding him. And it probably would have been easier if it was in video or if they fly me down there. I mean, for Christ's sake, I mean, we're talking about $150,000 a year job, something like that. You would think that maybe you'd meet in person, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think I'll get the offer, but and the recruiter at Citi said they have 60 positions open. 60 audit jobs open. Granted, they're not all audit manager, they're not all senior audit manager, but still, that's a lot of openings. So, just hoping that these extra 2 interviews are more like a formality, like I already have it in the bag. I don't know. So, so that's what's going on, guys. It's the lawsuit again. That's so far into the future. I don't like to think about it anymore. I just kind of know it's there, and I'm grateful for it. That I eventually will settle for something. But the most important thing is to get a job in the meantime. And I think we're close right now. But if I have another crushing rejection email from them, even after interviewing with them 5 times, 5 separate calls at almost an hour each, it's a lot of discussion, guys, and that could go for nothing. But like I've said before, you get in their system, and even if you don't get this job, you can be selected for interviews in the future. So I think this experience is really good for me. I'm just feeling a little indifferent right now because I was hoping to get an offer. Instead of an offer, I have an offer for more interviews. And it kind of stinks that I have to do the other couple interviews. But like I said, I think maybe it was because there's different audit teams. I'm not sure. But yeah, I got to go for it, guys. So I'm gonna end this video. Merry Christmas to everybody. I probably won't make another video before Christmas. It'll be the 1-year anniversary of almost the first Here in My Office video, which was, I think I filmed it the day after Christmas last year, where the situation was much different. I had money in the bank. Things were looking more up. I hadn't been unemployed for so long. I was more positive back then. Things were good. I thought we were going to stay here. But now, fast forward, we might go to Tampa. You never know. I'm mobile to make my situation the best that it could be. So with that, guys, I'm going to end this video. So if you like this content, like, subscribe. There's going to be travel. There's going to be foreclosure. There's going to be fighting it out with the bank. There's going to be a lot of crazy shit going on with me in the next year. 2020 is going to be a roller coaster year. It'll probably end with a big cash settlement. But before then, we got to go through some hell. So if you like this content, like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.